Hello everybody, welcome back to another Minetest mod review, and today we are looking at the Placeable Ingots mod, which, as you can see right in front of you here, creates these stacks of ingots that, are placeable. So right off the bat, this supports the ores from default, from more ores, most of the ores from Technic, and ores from Rainbow Ore. I say most of the ores from Technic because uranium is not supported, so you can't make stacks of uranium ingots, which I suppose radioactive material, probably not really the best idea to just have stacks of it sitting out in the open. But yeah, as you can see, we just place them by, well, you can't see that I was right clicking, but place them by right clicking, and to pick them up you just punch the item or punch the stack. So I want to pick these up, I just punch that and they disappear one by one, and then I can actually go ahead and grab those from here, place them out. So the default behavior is the stacks of 64, and I will show the other option a little later on. I believe you can have stacks of only 8. So yeah, we got loads of gold here. Looks way more impressive than having a chest with all of your gold in it. And because this is only 64, yeah, you would pretty much have one chest, and you could have, what does a chest hold? 32 slots. So you could have 99 stacks of 32 gold in one chest. Boring. Or you can do stacks of gold sky high, just stacking them and stacking them and stacking them like there's no tomorrow. Now I do need to test something. Oh, I don't have any sticks. Ew. Give me default. I think it's called default stick. I'm not. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. I want to see if we can break the whole stack at once. We can't make a golden pickaxe? Really? Thought we could. Oh well, no worries, no worries. I have a steel block here. We can deconstitute that. That's probably not the right word, but we can split it up. Alright, let's see what happens with pickaxe. Beautiful. Okay, so if I have 78... and I dig a stack of 64. 78 and 64 equals 99 and 43. Yeah, that sounds about right. So if you want to remove a whole stack at once, you can. It does split it back up into the individual ingots. However, if you're in creative mode, you can actually dig the stack and you'll get the stack back as a full stack. So if we do, I don't want to give, I want to grant single player creative. I believe that's what we want. Okay. That's funny because I did that before. Oh no, you know what I think I did? Ignore what I just said. You can't dig it back. You can give yourself a stack of them. So if we look at this, the naming system is actually really easy. Of course, you would have to have the give privilege, not 5, mind you, but give. Boom, and then you get in your hand a stack of the ingots. And yeah, if you dig it, it just splits up into all the individuals. I don't know what I had done, but oh, you know what? I know what I did. I didn't have the latest version. So that's why I was able to get some other behavior. And then I just threw these solid gold cubes here, just kind of as like a reference, pretty much, to show that, see, using because you could, you could use just solid blocks of gold to show off your immense wealth, but that's only 9 pieces of gold. This is 64. This looks a lot more impressive than that. That looks kind of meh. But my friends, we are not done yet. I just need to leave my secure bunker. Oh, look, we have copper here. And now I think this was copper anyways. But one of the things that you can also use this for, okay, scratch that. Man, this is going great. I could have sworn I really shouldn't have done all my prep work. Yeah, we actually want this on the other. There we go. So with a little help from our friend the screwdriver, we can use these. But I don't really know what you would consider them. Like decoration, of course, but like what they're supposed to be, I don't know. And also, there we go. Wait. Oh. So, let's just verify this real quick. If you're holding nothing, you can pick the item up. But if you're holding any item that's not that ingot, you cannot. So I can pick them up holding a piece of copper. Holding a piece of gold, I cannot. And with a blank hand, I can. So that is one thing to keep in mind. That's probably also, yeah, so if you have a pickaxe, you can't just take one. You can only take the entire stack. All right, good to know, good to know. Yeah, so let's take a looky-see. I don't know where the entrance to this is. At what it looks like. There we are. With stacks of 8. All right, so the first thing we will notice, whoops, is that these have turned into unknown items because these nodes don't actually exist anymore. Because they stack 8 ingots to a pile now. So if maybe 64 in a stack is a little too noisy, or maybe you just don't have enough gold and you'd only be able to make like 1 stack. And that's not enough. And you want to be able to make 8 stacks. You can change a setting in a configuration file. Where is it here? conf.is_big. You change that to equal true, and it'll make some 8 times larger. So we have, this is 8 stacks, right? 3, 6, 7, 8. 8 stacks. So this is the equivalent of 1 stack of 64. So obviously, if you don't have quite as much material and you want it to look like you have loads of material, boom, there you go. Now, interestingly enough, if we run outside, we will discover that these are also unknown nodes. And that is because the node name actually changes. So these are ingots, material, ingot, big, and then numbers 1 through 8. So if you change that number, when you already have them in one size placed, they will become unknown items. It's something just to keep in mind if you plan on changing them around. And obviously once you dig an unknown item, it stays an unknown item. It doesn't turn back into your gold pieces. So you'd have to change your setting around. And then you would have a stack that you'd have to place. And you have to dig it. Then you can change the setting again to swap it so it actually works correctly. That's just a little gotcha to be aware of. If you have a stack of the small ingots that's less than 8, it will not convert into the big ingots in that same amount. It'll become an unknown node. But that wraps it up. So thanks for watching. Download the mod, link in the description if you're interested, of course. And tune in next week for another Minetest mod review, and I will see you then.